talk about.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian J. Cole. We are a music and art channel and we cover anything to do with the arts. And this is a video in a series about how to start a record label. All of the previous episodes in this series are in the description section down below. And if it's the first time that you've been here, I recommend that you start with number 1 and work through them. I hope everyone is well and staying safe in these very unprecedented times that we've got. And this is video number 25, which is in response to some questions that I've been asked about starting a label. And what I first want to say is the reason there hasn't been a new video in this series for a while is because I've had to focus on theatre and music lesson videos while we've been in lockdown. There will be some more record label videos on advertising, promotion, merchandising and paying royalties, but they will have to be fitted in around the other content that I'm creating. So I hope you don't mind that and I hope everything's okay. So let's have a look at these questions. I was sent a comment on video number 1 in this series by a chap called Tommy Gunn. And he had quite a few questions, so I thought what I'd do is I'd break all of his questions down and we'd look at them individually. He says, "Hi Ian, what would be your advice for someone who has created a label, writes, produces, composes their own music? Do I need to register my label as a company at Companies House?" I do cover this in quite a bit of detail in episode 2, so have a look at that, Tommy. It goes into much more detail than I will here. So the answer really is yes, you do need to register your company to make it a legitimate entity, and it's quite cheap to do that. I think it's £30-40 I think, and whatever you do is don't pay an agency. There are agencies out there that will create your business for you from scratch. Don't do that. Just go onto the Companies House website and register with them. Next question was, should I join PRS, PPL? And now I am a member of both, and when I joined it was free. It now costs money to join PRS. I think it's about £100, something like that. PPL is still free. Again, both of these subjects are covered in episode 14 and 15, and in episode 15 I even go through my PRS statement. I find PRS more useful than PPL, but certainly you should register from both. Don't register with PRS as a record label because that costs 500 quid, 400 quid, something like that, quite a lot of money. Just register as an artist. That's the cheapest way of doing it. Next question. If I'm in the early stages, if I'm in the early setup stages, do I need to register for VAT even though I'm not making any money yet? The answer categorically is no. You can register for VAT at any time, and when you do, you can claim back VAT on business expenses for up to 4 years. So keep all your invoices and receipts. I see on the application for PPL that asks for company info and VAT number. Yes, that's normal. Give them as much information as you can. If you're not VAT registered, don't worry about it, you can't answer it. And could I also confirm that I will have to do an annual return even though I'm not making any money at this time if I do register as a company? Well, first of all, I'm not an accountant, but yes, everyone needs to do an annual return. Whether you're a sole trader or a limited company, you need to pay your taxes, so all of those accounts will need to be put together. Sinners Music is a limited company, and I file my own accounts with Companies House and HMRC. It's a faff and it's a pain in the neck and takes quite a while to put it all together, but I do have an expert that I can talk to about this, as my youngest son is an investment analyst and is CFA chartered holder, so he's better than an accountant, so he knows about finance. So I could always ring him up and say, what do you think about this? Can he check? And he always checks my accounts. I would just suggest that all new businesses get an accountant, someone you can trust. But remember, you are responsible for your business, and the accountant's job really is only just to make your your accounts together or deal with your VAT. You need to take the responsibility. And lastly, Tommy asks for advice on being an independent artist. First thing I would say is don't expect to make lots of money. I've made more money playing live than I have ever made from songwriting or record sales. And being an independent artist means that you do, in a lot of cases, everything yourself. I'm not completely alone. My partner is my wife, who has been involved in Sinners music from day one. She's not a musician, but my job is I'm managing director, I'm a composer, I'm a producer, I'm the media art department, I'm the record label manager, I'm the PR plugger, the A&R liaison, the financial officer, and any other job that comes along. And that's what happens if you're an independent artist. So I hope you found that useful, and if you like what I do, hit the subscribe button, and a thumbs up is always much appreciated. I've also started a Patreon page which will help fund the channel, where there's lots of other goodies that you can get your hands on, and that starts from as little as £1 a month. So thanks so much for watching, and if you have any questions, pop them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Have to say, I'm not an expert in any of this stuff. I'm just a guy that runs a small label. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.